I never expected to make a YouTube career out of covering DEI slop that keeps getting pumped out of these ESG factories, like the latest game here called Project ETHOS. But here I am, and it's working out just fine. I enjoy covering this stuff, but yeah, there's also other stuff I talk about on this channel too. But I can't get enough of just seeing just how bad this really gets. What's going on, guys? Welcome to another episode of Smash JT, and shout out to Old Man Grim who brought this to my attention. A new game that looks to have more androgynous characters, because we don't need to know what a male or a female is anymore. We're gamers. We want everyone to look the same because reasons. And just for those same reasons, companies are making what look to be Concord competitors and adding in a flavor of Fortnite to them, because that'll work. Hit that subscribe, give me a like, and check out smashjt.com for the full article breaking down Project ETHOS from a game company called 31st Union. It's a studio under 2K Games, which is under the umbrella of Take-Two Interactive. But this game, Project ETHOS, looks to be a cut above the rest of the DEI. And I don't mean that in a good way. Described by Tebow over at Minimal Effort Gaming, it's a cross between Fortnite and the now-defunct The Cycle. The game supposedly promises fast-paced action and vibrant visuals, but beyond the gameplay, there is a big conversation happening right now about the studio's overtly insane emphasis on diversity, inclusivity, and representation. Where have we heard that one before? Here we go again. One of the most notable aspects of Project ETHOS is the character roster. Most people have been looking at this and coming back to me with the same response that I had when I saw it. They all look the same. They're all androgynous, and most of them look to be people of color. Lacking any kind of distinct male or female traits has led to even more debates among gamers who feel like the absence of clear gender characteristics will definitely be affecting their connection to this game. Because here's the thing, when I play a game, I don't look for representation. I don't care to see myself in a game. But at the same time, I don't want to be playing every game that looks and feels the same and every character looks androgynous and they're not even attractive to look at. When I play a game, I play it for escapism. I want to be part of a new world. And sure, if you're going to have a one-off game with all these characters looking androgynous and the same, and that's kind of the pull and click of the game, you know, the hook of it, okay, maybe that's an interesting dynamic that could work. But every game these days is doing the same thing. A far more troubling aspect is diving deeper into the studio itself that offers a very strong focus on diversity, inclusivity, and representation. All the way from the who we are section to the actual job openings themselves. They keep preaching the same line over and over and over again. Diversity, equity, and inclusion. Just get a load of their About Us section. We believe people will bring their best selves to work when they are treated equitably, can thrive in a psychologically safe space, and feel that they belong. We actively seek diverse ideas, perspectives, and cultures in order to provide collective understanding, identify better solutions, and promote a more inspired world. And it feels like, just reading that someone went to like ChatGPT and was like, hey, can you write me an About Us section that I can submit to BlackRock to make sure that our ESG scores are approved? At 31st Union, we operate as one empowered global team across North America and Spain. All disciplines are represented in both locations, and ownership in bringing an inspired new game experience to life is shared equally among all team members, regardless of geography. Our studio continues to grow in amazing ways, and we encourage you to check out our careers page for current opportunities. And I did just that. And when you dive into these current opportunities, it is going to be something that could potentially make you die of cringing. And again, shout out to Tebow for saving me the time and posting this to Twitter. 31st Union writer, 12-month contract at 31st Union. We are a diverse team of developers driven by a passion for our art, united by our core values, and inspired by a culture of inclusivity to build amazing games that thrill players everywhere. We pursue growth and innovation in an environment of safety and trust. What is the deal with them on safety and trust and safe spaces? And oh my god, everyone's out to get us. How about just make a good game? I digress. Our culture is built on the belief that the more varied voices in our collective will strengthen our team and our games. We are looking for our next teammate who will raise our bar and make us better. And this is the same spiel all of these DEI corporations do. They talk about inclusivity and safe spaces and trust and making sure you get diverse people. When at the end of the day, we all know diversity means anyone that's not a white, straight male, and group thought, you need to have the same thought process as everyone else, or else you will be the one that is excommunicated from the cult. What we need, we're looking for a writer, 12-month contract, to join our team and help us shape the future of storytelling in online multiplayer games. As a writer, you'll envision and bring vibrant and diverse characters to life and tell engaging and thrilling stories. This honestly sounds like a job description made for one Kim Belair. After Sweet Baby Inc. completely collapses, she'll have a place to land on her feet because these companies are a dime a dozen and they're looking to hire anyone with so much as a tiny bit of experience in writing for quote-unquote diversity, and you will have a paycheck for the rest of your life. You'll drive and develop the game's world, story, and characters, working closely with the design, art, and sound teams to realize your vision. We're a studio that values autonomy and self-drive in developers who are empowered to do the best work of their careers. If this is you, let's talk. Now, the required qualifications section is hysterical. They're looking for 3+ years of professional writing experience with at least one ship title in narrative or systems design role, preferably in the multiplayer/action space. And now when I see that, it tells me that they're trying to bake in DEI into the companies. Instead of using story and narration consultancy groups like Sweet Baby Inc. or Hit Detection, they're trying to bring these people in-house. That way you cannot fight it, you can't point it out, you can't call it out. It's going to be one with the rest of the team. And that right there is bridge. That's the problem that so many people have been talking about. Kirsch was the first one that I heard about it, and Microsoft falling into that bucket. And it looks to be that Take-Two Entertainment is doing the same thing with their companies. And then it goes on, I'll go straight to the highlighted aspect here. Strong passion for storytelling in games and an understanding of how to create representative and authentic characters by leveraging knowledge of today's pop culture and entertainment landscape. Basically utilizing what's popular out there with the kids and saying, hey, we're cool, we're hip, we're with it. Come check us out. We got a fun game for you guys to try, and look at all the diversity we're leveraging in this game. And honestly, why would they need storytelling and authentic characters in a game that's basically a straight up Fortnite clone that's just multiplayer mayhem? No one even cares about the diversity in a game like this. What are you doing? Now, this part almost knocked me out of my chair when I read it. This is the best part of everything. The relevant experience area, where it says a passion for diversity and representation in games and game development. Who the hell in their right mind goes into game development with thinking, I have a passion with putting diversity and representation in the games I work on first? And if that's where you're starting, your game is already going to fail. How is that like experience? Having a passion for something is now qualifying as an experience, and having that experience is qualifications for this job? Minimal Effort Gaming went on to say, this free-to-play PvPvE extraction shooter is from a studio known as 31st Union out of San Francisco and Valencia, Spain. Their debut title, Project ETHOS, is going live for a community playtest today, and the game has all the red flags that you'd expect. And shout out to Old Man Grim for giving me the heads up on this, where he tweeted, Just got an email about this. Judging by the haircuts I see here, seems like we have another lovely woke game on our hands. Anyone got any info on this one? Now, according to the website on Project ETHOS, it says, "Welcome to Project ETHOS, a free-to-play, third-person roguelike hero shooter in development. We're live for one weekend only, October 17th to 20th, 2024. Head to Twitch, playtest, key drops are now live." So they're looking for players to jump into this, what looks to be a copy of Fortnite, but making all the characters androgynous because they want to be inclusive and represent the modern audience. That doesn't even exist. I don't understand who they're going for and why they're copying a game that already exists in the first place. What would be the point of someone leaving a game like Fortnite to go over to this and start all over in a new campaign? The problem is, it's not just diversity, equity, and inclusion that is holding these games back. The problem is, there are no new ideas, and the creativity that's supposedly coming from this groupthink, diversity that's been created, is the same game every single time. They go to their higher-ups and say, "Hey, we want to make a game. Oh, what's out there and popular? Oh, Fortnite's cool. I want to make a Fortnite game. All right, let's do that." Like, can we at least try to think outside the box and make something new, exciting, and different for people to play? Because that, at the end of the day, is real diversity. Tommy Baloney said, "How original. Another androgynous looking character for the modern audience that won't even play it because they are all activists and they don't actually care." And then Absolute Antoine said, "Not gonna lie, the visuals just put me off. It feels corporate, lifeless, and sanitized. I feel bad for the folks who put effort into the game mechanics." And honestly, the community sentiment in general around this echoes exactly my feelings as well. Like I said, the problem with this game is, yes, diversity, equity, inclusion, but not just because the people they bring in are diverse, equitable, and inclusive. It's because bringing that type of talent into a studio removes the creativity of creating a game worth playing in the first place. Anyways, I'm going to leave it there. If you guys want more information, check out smashjt.com for the full article. It goes into a lot more detail than I went into here. Again, shout out to Tebow at Minimal Effort Gaming and Old Man Grim for bringing this to my attention. If you guys appreciate what I'm doing, hit that join button. Thank you so much for watching. And as always, you stay smashing. Smash.